welcome back to another episode of the Convoluted podcast. It's your host, Jesus, aka Tyrant Dominus. And with me again are Chris and Liz.
What's
Hey,
up?
So, how have you guys been?
Tired.
pretty okay. It's been a busy week at work. More
Okay.
COVID cases than I wanted to talk about, but hey,
Well, that's the times we live in.
I know.
But I wanna start out by saying thank you for everyone who's been listening. We've been getting a lot of hits with our
Sweet.
last. So thank you everyone for listening. I've been getting messages and they're happy we're back, and with the new format too. They were a little bit confused because some of them who are listening didn't know about our previous format. So they were like, huh. But yeah, they're all happy we're kickstarting, and thank you guys for listening. It's awesome. And for anyone who's like wondering, because some people have messaged me who don't really use like active social media, on how they can like help promote us. Like, you don't have to use social media, you can just tell a friend like, hey, check us out, let them know. Word of mouth is surprisingly one of the best ways you can spread the show.
That's what I do. I send it to people who don't have social media and send a link to them and say, hey, listen to this.
Or just force them to listen to it. Just do it.
Put it on the radio in the
Just put it
car,
on.
lock the
Yeah, just put it
door.
on. That's right. Do it. What are they gonna do? Leave your car? You lock the door. They can't. It's
Put
flawless.
child lock on it. Put the child lock on it. They can't get out.
Exactly. No one knows how to use a child lock. Not even adults. Effective.
That is true. But yeah, like, thank you. I'm glad like we've had such a well-received comeback after all the shenanigans. But yeah, so let's kind of get started with this episode. One thing, like, some of the interesting things I've seen over the weekend I saw a video of this guy in a park who was running away from an officer, and then after a bit of a scuffle, they stopped. It was like everyone was like exhausted, so the officer was trying to tell the guy to stop, like, take him in and everything. And the guy, after the officer was trying to get him, pulled out a knife and stabbed him.
Shit.
Yes. And then the guy kept running, and the officer who was just stabbed kept running, pulled the taser out and kept yelling at him, stop, and then shot him with the taser. And you can just see this guy go down. And
Good.
and then a thing came to mind. How much realistically would it take for you to get shot with a taser?
Like money-wise?
Yeah, like, say someone was offering you like cash, like once you were done with getting shot with the taser once. Like, how much realistically would you be willing to get hit with a taser gun one time?
One time.
500 grand?
Yeah,
500 grand?
500 grand. Realistically?
Why?
long-
I think
how
about it.
long
You're
is
gonna be
this-
sitting on the ground for like 30 minutes. You're losing 30 minutes of your life where you're just sitting there.
Tasers don't last 30 minutes.
So how
It
long am I
depends.
gonna
Everybody's
get
neural.
shocked for?
Oh, probably what, 2-3 seconds? Like, have you ever seen people who get tased? It doesn't last
Yeah.
that long.
Don't matter.
Well, I heard the
Fucking
cops
look.
have to train themselves to do that. They have to be like, they have to share the experience. Essentially, they have to.
No,
be
yeah. Yeah, so like every officer during their training has to experience how to get tased, how to get pepper sprayed, and like there's a few other things, which is interesting. It's but I was like thinking to myself, how much would I be willing to get tased? Like, because after I watched the guy just kind of fall down after getting tased, like, that sucks, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, but if you think about it, you're running, and then all of a sudden you just go, your muscle seize, so you basically stop in place, and you just like land on your face, so you freaking break your nose and all that, and your face bone.
In this scenario, you're just standing there like willingly to get tased.
Okay, is there a mat underneath me then, like to catch? Because I don't want to land on the hard floor.
Well, say
can
like
hear my
there's
thud in my head.
our carpeted floor.
Okay.
So how much realistically would you be willing to get tased? Cash.
50 grand. 50 grand.
I go with Chris on that one.
50 grand?
50.
I would do $500.
What?
Yeah.
You're cheap.
I know.
If someone was willing to give me like $500 cash right then and there for a shock, that's more. I know you guys would do it for less than that. For less than $50.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
So if someone had $1,000 cash, 1,000 in cash just for you right there, you would do it.
I wouldn't do it. No, I would not do it. You're crazy.
Mm-mm.
50 grand. That's it. I'm getting tased, man. I don't like getting tased. Even though I've never been tased, I don't like getting tased. I don't like the feel of electricity going through my body and making me stunned for like a good 30 seconds. So no, I'm good. Thanks. So 50 grand.
I don't believe it. I feel that you guys would be willing to put less than that if you were actually giving real cash.
Nah. If there's one thing I'm always certain about, it's money. And if you're gonna tase me, I want 50 grand. So
exactly, right on the spot. Like life isn't cheap. 50 grand would like make up for all my child wages for Ursula.
True.
I won't have to go to work for like at least a month or two, so I'm alright. There you go.
I'll say that's true, but honestly, no one's gonna do that. So if someone's willing to give you an X amount of money for a 10 to 15 second event.
Hold on. How many millionaires and billionaires have money laying stashed around and they do shit like that? Come on.
There's probably a lot.
Uh-huh.
But they wouldn't go to 50,000 because they know people will sell cheaper. Like me.
Not good.
I would be $500 richer. So
speaking about cops, did you hear about what happened here in Tualatin? This cop. Okay, so there was a car chase, and it was going through Tualatin, and you know what? The guy wind up going into a lot, thinking he'd get out.
Okay.
The police department. He put himself right into the police hands, and there's no way out except the same way you came in.
What?
That is super genius move right there.
What?
You know, he knew he was caught. You know, he's gonna make it easier on the cops. I'm here.
All for a stupid moving violation. Oh my gosh.
The things people do.
Cops, there was a clip I saw where this cop literally just like tackles somebody and tackles a guy on a motorcycle, but the cop jumped mid-air. It's if I can find a video, but it's literally went full mode and jumped tackled the motorcycle. It wasn't, but it was like hitting a cycle, and this cop literally just runs, tackles a guy like a movie. It's pretty funny.
Let
me see if I can.
While you find that, talking about price and stuff, a little bit ago, is it Del Monte? I think it's Del Monte released their pink pineapples.
Yeah, I posted that earlier this week, or was it last week? I don't remember.
I found it, and of course it's in Florida.
A Florida man story. Gotta love those.
Always good to find one of these. Yeah, hold on. I'll put it on the chat. Hold on.
Okay, while you do that, yeah. So it's been 15 years of development of scientists playing with genetics, but they have finally through I think it's the FTC have finally been able to have for sale pink pineapple, and apparently it's supposed to be a sweeter version of a pineapple.
I hope it's sweet.
But yeah, but at the moment there's only 2 places you can buy it, and each pineapple per head is like roughly $50.
Oh, never mind.
$50.
Well, they're the only ones you can buy it from, so they have exclusivity for the moment.
I'll wait in a couple of years when it comes down, when it gets too popular.
It's gonna be a while because the article says it takes roughly 2 years to grow a pineapple.
2 years.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So it's gonna be a while before we get a chance to see that price drop. But I would spend $50 on a pineapple.
Okay, I'll go halvesy with you. I'll go halvesy with you on it. That way I don't feel like I'm breaking a leg for it.
I'll steal a slice from you guys. That's all I'll do. I ain't spending $50 on a damn pineapple. A pink pineapple. Come on. I'd rather spend money on a square or cube watermelon from Japan. That's where you spend your money on if you're gonna get fruit. A cube watermelon. Where are you gonna get that?
Yeah.
Nowhere else but Japan. So there you go.
Exclusively in Japan right now?
No. Oh, I was gonna
No.
tell you guys. So there's clinical trials or whatever for the COVID vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a guy in Brazil just died because of that, because of the vaccine test.
Are you shitting
Okay.
me?
Yeah, but it's in Brazil. So I mean, I know people
But what
are like,
were his
well,
odds? I mean, how many other people got the vaccine though, and how many of those other was he allergic to something in it? I mean, that's my
I
only
don't
question.
know. I'm gonna put the article in the thing so you guys can take a look. But yeah,
That's
it happened yesterday, I think, or I got the story yesterday. So I was like, huh,
Oh, so recently.
yeah.
It's it is it is it is it is one of those things where we're in like the first stage of testing and stuff, because I personally won't be getting the vaccine until probably like wave 3 or 4 of it, because I don't have that much confidence in the first two waves of any real thing except gaming consoles, because I'm just that risky.
That's what my friend says at work too. Like, I'm gonna wait until like the second or third wave of trials come out, then I'll get it. I'm like, yeah, true.
Like so yeah, like I said, like, well, for some of us, we are already safe enough in our environments where we don't really need it. But yeah, it's like I can wait a little bit
I think
for
we should be still investing into, and insurance companies should be covering the antibody thing so we can build more of a vaccine. If we have more of an antibody, like what it needs to protect us from COVID, I think we might have a better chance of having a better serum for it. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. I don't know.
right now it's a waiting game for that.
Well, you saw
Yeah,
my
I want
article
to wait.
earlier about the COVID-19s being stored secretly and under tight security.
I didn't get a chance to read it.
Yeah, it was really crazy how they were going to do like false ones and trackers and like monitors so they know that they never goes under a certain temperature, out of range of a temperature.
Mm-hmm.
And
Basically, they're Fort Knoxing the vaccine.
yeah, pretty much. And how they were going to be like police on there and like dummy. Yeah, it's crazy. I was just like, wow. And they're like, oh, yeah, this happened when the H1N1 vaccine came out and some guy stole it in Minnesota. I was like, what?
Who remembers that? The swine flu. Ah, good times.
I was
Good
pregnant,
times.
I think, at the time that the swine flu came out. And I just kind of like, okay.
I don't remember the swine flu.
Exactly. No one remembers it. Isn't that crazy? This literally came up in a conversation like 2 days ago, and I asked one of my friends, "You guys remember when the swine flu was a thing?" And they're like, "The what?" Like, yeah, dude, the swine flu. I'm like, what was that? What? When we had that? Like, I hate all. I'm in the twilight zone now because no one remembers certain things. I'm like, dude, is this a Mandela effect? Because no one's remembering certain things, and it's really bothering me.
I remember because our manager, Jesus, got a
You got the
she
swine
got
flu?
swine flu. Yeah, she did.
Oh my.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah.
See? What is that? I don't. It's okay.
Well, I don't really. I personally don't pay attention.
How about the Zika virus? Nobody knows about the Zika virus.
I remember. I don't remember the event, but I remember the name just because it was an interesting sounding word.
Zika?
Zika.
Yep, it's pretty bad.
So for anyone listening, it's going to be releasing near Halloween time. So I wanted to try to do something fun, actually. Yes. We got really dark during our first episode back. But it's dark times, and Halloween is supposed to be these spooky, scary times. But let's get a little bit more cheery and try to remember our past. So
nostalgia?
A little nostalgia here, and a little bit of a sweet tooth. Do you guys
Ooh.
remember when you guys were young and you were trick-or-treating and seeing what candies you got from your picks, stuff like that?
Oh yeah, I remember the house that used to sell the king size candy, and we would go 3 times. We would change our costumes every little bit we could. We'd ditch some of our pieces of it and come back and put it on and go to the next house.
And you guys remember when you got some candies that you liked and some that you didn't, and
Oh,
candy
and then
corn.
I donated those candies to the kids who lived in what was it? I know the board. It was hilarious. We used to donate because we had to donate, give it to kids who are less fortunate in Mexico.
I didn't know that. Interesting. So what I wanted to do this time around is do a trick-or-treater candy tier list. So
okay.
I have 1, 2, 3
tier list of the best ones, because I'm gonna put Musketeers up there somewhere.
So I got 25 candies. So
okay.
we're gonna rank them from S to F. S being like God tier, like you wanted this candy when you were young. To F is like that's garbage.
I already know.
Okay,
my
what's
F
the in between?
Okay, so let's I'm gonna go in order. So I have the list here. Let's start with a pretty, I would say, basic staple of candies you would get. We're gonna, for all these, let's not consider the full size versus the what is it, fun size? Fun size. Let's treat the, for the most part, all these as fun sizes, because you can't beat king size anything.
No, you can't.
So for all
Yes,
intents and purposes,
yes, you can. You can size. I know the secrets. I've searched.
Okay, but anyway, for all intents and purposes, for anyone listening, all our rankings will be for fun size candies. Okay, so let's start with this. A Hershey's Bar / Hershey's Kisses. So
B.
Did you say D or B?
B.
B.
B as in bear. Yeah, B as in bear.
I'm gonna go with C.
You say C. So
we're gonna it's not like.
So we're gonna have to work as, this is gonna be the convoluted tier list. So we have to all agree on it all together, so we can put this out.
Okay, I got it.
I wanna say, I hear this is why I'll agree with B as well, because with Hershey's bars and kisses, you can get still a variety of Hershey's bars and kisses, but we got to remember this when you were a kid, though. Like
chocolate was a thing, dude.
I know. That's why I would say B.
I don't know. I love chocolate, but it's like, I like a little bit of flavor, but you can't, not with the Hershey's. Are you just talking about milk chocolate? Yeah. I mean, they have a variety.
Yeah, but remember, we're going from nostalgia value. So when you were a kid, how happy were you when you got one of those mini Hershey's bars / kisses?
Not even, I was nostalgic about it. I'm sorry.
So what are we saying? Are we saying B or C?
Let's give it a good C+. You guys.
Yeah, I'll go with that one.
C+.
So what? We're gonna have to go with okay. We'll just C then. C it is. Okay, I'll mark that down. Okay, let's go with the next one here. Ooh, a Snickers bar.
Okay, that would be.
Say B. Snickers.
B. Yeah, B.
Snickers is the one with the caramel, if I remember right.
Caramel and nuts, peanuts.
Caramel nuts.
Snickers.
Caramel nuts. You like them, you know them, you do.
I would say B tier, because I was happy when I got Snickers.
I gave those away, so I gave them to my mother. My mom liked those, so I'll give it a B for her.
So are we in agreement for B tier for Snickers?
Sure.
Okay, B tier. Let's go then with M&Ms.
Oh hell yeah, A.
Now
what kind of M&Ms?
So we're gonna have to go with both milk and peanuts. So
okay, I like my peanuts, so I guess I'll agree with Liz.
You're gonna say okay, since there's two A's, I would have said B, but we'll go with A since there's two A's and a B, and we'll kind of average it out.
We can still go B.
Yeah, I wasn't that big of an M&M person.
No, I mean we can. It's not like an actual tier. We can just put them in the B category.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with B then, because I mean, they weren't I liked M&Ms, but they weren't oh shit, I want M&Ms. I hope someone gives out M&Ms.
Exactly. So I was like,
so,
I was happy when I got them. Okay.
I like.
All right, guys. I'll let you guys have that one.
Let's go a little bit more. Let's go with a little bit more fruity taste. Jolly Ranchers.
Starburst. C. I'm going with C. Because sometimes I get the watermelon ones, and I never really liked the watermelon ones. It was just my luck. I'd always get the watermelon ones.
I would say C too, because there was for Halloween candy, you never knew which one you got. So if you could get the one you didn't like, I'm saying C tier as a trick or treat candy.
What are you talking about when it comes to Jolly Ranchers? Because they had this long taffy one, and then they had the short little ones and
the hard candy ones.
The hard candy ones, the shorter.
Yeah, hard candy.
The smaller cube like.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. don't know.
I'm saying C tier because there was times when you just didn't get the flavor you wanted of Jolly Ranchers.
True. Okay, I'll go with you guys on that one.
C tier. Okay. Where are you, Jolly Ranchers? And Chris, since you said it, Starbursts.
That's definitely A.
I would say A.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what nobody says. It's A. It's A for me.
A.
Everyone agree on A?
Yes, A.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's go. I think you mentioned this. Laffy Taffy.
That's definitely F. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's rough. I'm like B tier on Laffy Taffy.
I'll give it a D. I didn't really like it, but I don't really hate it. Like, it was just like, whatever. And I'd always give it away too. I'm like, yeah, Jesus, I would give it away. Jesus, I remember that.
You would. I would
hate Laffy Taffy.
My favorite was banana Laffy Taffies.
Yeah, that's exactly why I hated it. It's gross as hell. That's just disgusting.
I was so happy when we got them, and because I knew I would get them from everyone else. So that's why it's B tier for me. So we got a B, a D, and an F. So average that to a D.
Sure.
Okay, D for Laffy. Here's an interesting one. Maybe this would be interesting, different for when you were a kid. Almond Joys.
I love them.
Never really liked Almond Joys when I was a kid, so. I mean, I like them now. They're decent. That's not. Oh, I don't know.
Good. Yeah, they're decent now. I love them. But I used to take them. I would eat the chocolate and the coconut, and then I would suck on the nut.
Kappa.
Interesting.
I love the almonds.
So I'm trying to remember when I got Almond Joys when I was trick or treating.
I got them like once or twice, and that's it. Like I said, I don't really like them.
Yeah, they weren't the common one you would get at a trick or treating.
Yeah, like I think most people knew. Like I don't think the kids want Almond Joys. So I'm trying to think when I got it, was I happy about it? I don't have that much.
I used to share with my mom. That's what I remember.
I would say C tier because I remember I ate them and was at least content with them. So I my vote is C tier.
I guess I'll go with. I was gonna say D, but C I guess is okay.
B is me. I was gonna go with B.
So to average out, we'll go with C. We'll go with a C then for averaging it. Let's go with Twix.
Oh
yeah, I think anybody that was an S. Definitely.
That is S tier for Twix. Like you had that, like you wanted.
You were the cool kind of parents that if you gave out Twix, especially like the full size ones. Oh, not those little mini ones, but now
True.
Twix.
You can't go bad with Twix.
I haven't had a Twix in a
I miss Twix. I miss Twix, and I can't eat them nowadays. I'm like, oh man, I wish to be a kid. I could eat them.
Wait, you can't eat them now? Why?
Because of the wheat.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Do you think about the graham crackers in there?
True. Let's go with Butterfingers.
I'm not.
I'll give
this is my first D tier.
D, really? Why is that? You don't like Butterfingers?
They weren't bad, but they were just dry.
Yes, that's why I remember they're dry. They weren't like great.
They like you could have one, but then your mouth was just like, eh. Like they were okay, but I was not that happy when I got them for trick or treating.
I know that I pawned them to my older brother when he was home. He'd be like, give it to him. Well, he loved Butterfingers growing up, so I gave them to him. I was like, well, he's not going trick or treating. He's a teenager adult, so here.
So yeah, that's my like first D tier. I was not that happy when I got a Butterfinger, but I was happy I got it overall. It was candy, but it's not the candy that I wanted for Halloween treats.
I don't think Butterfingers isn't up there anymore nowadays. If you look at it right now.
No, their advertisements in the 90s was what really got Butterfingers out there. It's all the Bart Simpson stuff and like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's kind of the reason I thought Butterfingers were good. I'm not gonna lie, just because of that. But besides that, they weren't that great. Like they weren't my go-to. Like I want this candy for Halloween.
I'm surprised they haven't rebooted it and brought it back.
True. But yeah, D tier for me for Butterfingers. What about you guys?
Yeah, I have to go with the D.
I was gonna say C, but yeah, that's two, I guess.
Alright, so Butterfingers. What the fuck did you are? Let's go with. Oh, here's an interesting one. Sour Patch Kids.
Oh hell yeah, that was an S chore. That was an S one.
That was an A for me.
You're weird. Go away.
Was it? I didn't enjoy that much sour candy as you guys did. Like, I enjoyed it. So what was it? What was your Chris? What?
Yeah, S.
Oh, okay. So you're hissing a little bit. Okay. So we'll go with 2 S's and an A. We'll make it an S tier.
Because my mom won't even buy me those ones.
Here's
The Sour Patch Kids.
Here's an interesting one because I don't see this often
Go
anymore.
ahead, kids. Go ahead.
Hubba Bubba Gum.
The what?
Hubba Bubba Gum. The little
Is
gum
those,
candy.
Are those giant fucking cube things of gum?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take that.
That was my F tier.
What?
Yeah, because it was always short-lived. It was never long enough. You can get big bubbles out of it.
Like it was fun, but it was not the candy that I wanted for Halloween. Like it was just there. It was just gum. That's my F tier. That's my F tier.
I have to go with D on that one because
So
it was like, ooh, cool.
So here, Chris, what was yours and why?
It's an A tier. I don't know. No, yeah, A tier. Yeah, I'm gonna give it
why
A tier.
Why A tier? Why? Tell us why it's A tier.
Well, I never usually I never used to be able to get gum because I couldn't. I'm poor. I'm a kid. I don't have money, but I just love gum, dude. Gum is always just good because you can make bubbles out of it and stuff. So I mean, so gum, and then you can save it for later. You don't have to. I don't mean like chew it, spit it out, and put it in the wrapper again. That's just gross. People who do that are
ABC.
So let's okay. So as a group, we got two. I got a D and an F and an A. So as a compromise, will we say C tier as a group?
I'm okay with
I guess so.
Okay. Here's another one. Blow pops.
Oh man, blow tops A.
Blow pops.
The blow pops are at A.
Never had those. I don't think.
No, you had them. It was those pops.
The gum in the middle and the candy on the outside.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I'll go with
blow pops.
Yeah,
you would say A. That was a B tier for me.
That was an A tier.
Go with an A.
Because I was never a big fan of we'll go as a group as an A, but for blow pops I wasn't a big fan of like the stick candy for Halloween. Just more of the box and there's one that's in here that I need to add, and I'll make it the last one that I just remembered. But yeah, like stick candy was not my favorite for Halloween, just kind of the fun size and box candy. But going with stick candy again, it's a mix, this one. Where'd it go? It is Tootsie Pops / Tootsie Rolls.
I'm going to go with a C.
I'm going to say a D. D,
it was a D for me. Like
D.
Are we all in agreement on D?
I had C, but okay, guys. Okay.
Yeah, because there literally were chunks of chocolate / chocolate in a popsicle form, and I already, on top of that, I didn't really want a stick candy. So yeah, they were like I have it, okay, but they weren't my thing.
I'm trying to remember as a kid. I don't remember having a lot of that stuff. That stuff was more like 4th of July, Easter candy. But like chocolate was always a theme for Halloween, so I never really got anything outside of the chocolate spectrum, I guess.
Okay, sticking with the chocolate then, let's go with Kit Kats.
Yeah,
A. I would say
give it an A. Yeah.
That was one of my S class. I was on
give it an A.
I'll give it an A. It was like those are good. You want to eat those, but like they're common. I don't know. For me, I always had them.
Okay. Let's switch it up a little bit. Lemon heads.
C.
I have an appreciation from now, but I didn't have an appreciation for them then. That was an F for me.
Yeah, for me it was a D. So yeah, they weren't that. Yeah, like I still don't like lemon heads to begin at the moment, and I wasn't very.
You didn't put them in liquor, honey. You didn't put them in liquor. That's your problem.
I'm saying like as an adult, anything is helpful with liquor apparently. So
it is true.
So where are we putting lemon heads? C or D?
D.
D? I'm feeling D.
I think those are the ones I give away.
unless you can convince us, Chris, to move it to C tier.
No, I said D.
D? All right.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I just don't. They were good. Then I don't know. I'm out. That's
okay.
all I did.
Keeping with like these box candies, Milk Duds.
I'll give it a C.
Yeah, I'll give it a C.
I liked them, but
I liked sucking on them, but it was getting always stuck in your teeth.
Yes. Milk Duds was my D tier. It's like, okay. But yeah, it was one of those things like, So are we saying C?
C, yeah.
Okay. Let's stick to these box candies and go with dots.
I think I enjoyed getting those.
They were one of my favorites. Dots.
I had to say B tier.
B, I would say I was my A tier because I always liked dots. Like they get stuck in your mouth, which sucked, but I really enjoyed them. So
Aren't they made by the same company, Mars?
I think so. Well, most of these candies are made by the same company.
No, Hershey and Mars are totally different.
Well, the combination of all these are made by the same companies. But dots. Well, Chris, what is your thoughts? I think I stole most of your dots when.
I didn't really like them, so
that's why I took them from you.
I'm gonna give it a C. C, yeah.
So
they were good, but they weren't my favorite. So
are we saying C or B together?
I'll give you guys. I'll go for the B. It's okay.
Okay, let's see. We're running low. Let's continue on. Swedish Fish.
I'm gonna have to go with the D.
I like Swedish Fish.
They were my A tier candy. I always loved Swedish Fish. I still do. They are currently my S tier candy to this day. It was my B tier candy or A tier candy back then.
No,
it was my B tier when I was a kid. I liked them. They weren't my so. I'll go with A. I'll go with G because I don't hate them. I don't hate them at all. So
we're at an A. Chris is willing to go to an A tier, and Liz, where are you at?
No, as I said, it was like a D tier.
Okay, so to compromise, we'll put it in B
tier.
You
can go put them in the A. I'll go with you guys on that one. I'll help you out. So
okay,
but
you know what?
I'll be willing to lead.
How about this? You'll trade us. I'll trade for your Swedish Fish.
Of course, you might have to fight Ursula on that one though. She's a Swedish fan.
Let's see here. Oh, I can't believe I missed this one. Skittles.
Oh, S tier.
S tier, especially if I got ones. Oh, the sour one was so good. Oh,
hell yeah! The sour ones were the best ones.
I'm gonna have to go buy some today. Shit.
They were my A tier, but I'll agree with you. They were great to have overall. So S tier, yeah, I think we're all in agreement on that one. Milky Way.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's still up there. It's still an A for me. I still enjoy those Milky Ways every once in a while.
Yeah, I was either between A. Yeah, I think about them now.
I was a B tier kind of guy because the middle of it wasn't my favorite, but I still liked them.
I love the middle. That was my favorite part, I think.
Yeah.
What is the middle of the Milky Way?
It's caramel and like a moussey chocolate in the middle.
I don't.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. But anyways, okay, so we'll go with
what's in the middle of a Milky.
While you look that up, we'll continue. We'll give it an A tier then. We are coming down to the last couple ones. Reese's peanut butter cups.
S tier.
I agree. S tier.
It's called the nougat. It's chocolate malt
nougat. Yes. Okay.
I'm sorry, but I have appreciation for them now as an adult, but I did not have an appreciation for them as a kid. Didn't care for them.
Which one? The Reese's peanut butter cups?
Yep.
Oh man, I would do almost anything for a peanut butter cup. Those things are good. They're still good now.
I would always trade. I trade my whole bag of shitty candy just for one of those small little Halloween sized candy cups or Reese's cups. All of it just for one. That's how good they were to me.
Okay, we're running down to the last couple ones.
I got one. Hold up, I got one.
Okay.
Those cinnamon bears.
That was kind of mixed in with hot tamales.
Oh, well there you go then.
Hot tamales.
We'll do that one. We'll do that one right now. S tier. I don't care. Y'all can say whatever you want. Yeah, I know you don't like hot stuff.
I don't remember ever really having them as a kid, so.
I do. S tier for me. We'll compromise and go to. I'll compromise and go to a C, but no less.
Okay, we'll say C tier because they were part of the box candy stuff. They came in small boxes.
If we were doing Mike and Ike's, are we talking similar to Mike and Ike's kind of thing?
Yes. Okay, so the kind of the general ones were in boxes. Were Mike and Ike's, Good Times. Because
I know Mike and Ike's had a cinnamon one, and I enjoyed those occasionally.
Yeah, the hot tamales.
I guess so. They were hot tamales. I guess I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah. They were the hot tamales. So wait, Mike and Ike's. That's the next one on the list actually. Mike and Ike's. That was my B tier.
B tier for Mike and Ike's?
Yeah, they were great because you got probably 5 in a box of Mike and Ike's.
Oh, the small little boxes. That's right.
Yeah, remember
we're talking about the Halloween ones.
Yeah, I said it. We're fun size right now. Fun size.
I don't like. Well, obviously you can tell I don't like fun size.
Prefer the king.
Yeah.
But yeah, so where are we on Mike and Ike's? It was
I'll
B
give it a
tier for
B.
me.
I'll give it.
I don't think I ever really got those as a kid either. So
The only reason I give it a B is because every time I would, because I usually just dump them in my hand and eat them, then they just get really chewy and my mouth started hurting. So I was like,
yeah,
it's not.
Okay, let's go with a classic staple, candy corn.
F.
I don't even eat it nowadays. Nope.
I think that's a universal F tier.
If any parents give kids candy corn, I don't know what to think about you no more. I won't invite you to my birthday party. You're all uninvited.
Ursula likes them. That's the sad part. My daughter loves them. I'm like,
Weird.
Oh, okay.
Weird.
The thing is, I remember I ate candy corn when I was little, but I know I didn't want them for candy. Like I remember.
I never ate them. Threw them away every single time. No, I refuse to eat candy corn.
I might have eaten them like towards the fall time, more like towards like Thanksgiving, because that was more like the fun Thanksgiving candy, but not like Halloween candy.
But yeah, so that's kind of the way to finish it. Our universal F tier. I'll make that list and post it on for everyone to read. If anyone wants to tell us that we're right or wrong about any of these, hit us up in the comments or hit us up on Discord and tell us why some of the choices we make were right or wrong, or why we should show a little bit more appreciation when we were younger. But yeah, those are some of the things I wanted to talk about because it's almost time for Halloween. I was just thinking about all the things we had as growing up, getting trick-or-treating, because it's going to be an interesting year trick-or-treating for people this year. I've been seeing a lot of people. Oh, it's canceled in a lot of cities. Like you can't trick-or-treat out there. Like they're putting out statements like you do not go out and stuff like that. It's really
don't even have parties, don't have social gatherings, like nothing. I'm like, you guys are killing the mood.
Yeah,
it's depressing
enough. It's depressing
I'm still gonna go out. I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go get myself some diseases or something. I'm gonna go out. I can't stay in my room that long anymore. It's getting to that point. I'm finally getting to that point where I'm just like, damn, I really need to be out or something because work's just not cutting it no more. So I need to go out at least one time. One time, and then that's it.
You can go out for like a walk or something. That's kind of sometimes
cold out. I don't know if you guys have stepped out the door. It's cold.
Oh my god, no!
I love it. I love it.
Too much. Last night was the first night I had to actually turn on my heater. That heater.
Loser.
Yeah, the heater. We had to put the heater on too last night. We had it on the night before, but it never clicked on. It didn't click on until last night, like the first time. Like, ooh, our house got cold.
Yeah, like I have a warm blanket, but it's under me because I just like how soft it is. And I was like about to kind of like mosey under it, but I was like, it's fine. I'll be fine. I have a decent blanket on top of me, but I was like, I'll turn on the heat a little bit. And yeah, at the moment, go for it.
I say I still have a fan on me. I still leave it on.
Oh no, I still have my fan on. I had the heater and the fan on
because you guys are crazy.
Why do you do that if you're cold? Why?
It's because I just don't like my room being stuffy. I just like air movement. Okay, I just want there to be movement in my room. Okay, it's always been
white noise. Basically.
That too. That's another thing. White noise does help a lot. I'm currently like watching a stream while I'm recording this too.
Wow. Stream.
I need something to distract me.
We're not interesting enough. I see how it is.
I know. Apparently,
I would have your faces up on the screen if we could one day, maybe. But yeah, it's just it is getting to that chilly season. A lot of people have been saying it is 2020, and everyone's kind of joking that it's going to be a rough winter for the northern hemisphere.
Nope, it's going to snow. Everybody's saying it's snow.
Well, think about it. Okay, so they already said it was going to be La Nina this year again, like 2017. I don't know if you remember 2017, y'all. My kid didn't finish school, kindergarten year, until almost July.
Wait, I'm trying to remember.
Is that that year we got that big blizzard or whatever?
Yes, no, exactly.
I remember.
Yes, it was a lot of days of blizzard, and a lot of kids missed a lot of school, right? I think they almost had 3 weeks of vacation for Christmas break because it was so bad.
Yep, I remember that.
I don't remember that. Well,
that's because you crashed your car into
oh
when we were going to
yeah,
Wilsonville.
yes, I
Yeah,
remember
that's
that.
when you fucking slid and then you broke your
I remember.
your steering wheel. You literally tried to turn and you broke it for some. I don't know how you did it, but you forced your way to break it, and you got stranded for like a good
And,
for the good day part of the day.
and
I
my
remember.
car survived long enough after that.
Barely.
But yeah, I remember. I remember that we slid. It was you, me, and Danny going
Yeah.
to go shopping, and then we got into a small little accident. It wasn't that bad of an accident, but it did kind of ruin my axle, so that did suck.
I remember that. I remember I called in my work. I was like, "Yo, I got stranded in Wilson. I'm not gonna be able to make a few days. I don't think, because there's no way we're gonna leave." And they're like, "Oh, really?" Like, yeah, I was going to go to shopping, but I was gonna go to the electronics store, but my ride kind of like slid, so we might stay in a hotel here. Like, oh, really? Yeah, okay, well, I'll write that down in your schedule. Like, thanks, bye. So I didn't go to work for like 2 days. Best time.
Yes, I remember. I remember we were contemplating staying in a hotel over there.
Good
Yeah.
times.
Okay.
Good times.
But yeah,
Good times.
but yeah, it's. I have a. I'm hoping it doesn't happen. I already told my work if they want me to be in town, because if it's a big storm, I know my car's not gonna make it up the hill nearby. I told them like they better put me up in the hotel nearby for me to go to work, because there's no way I'm gonna make it up that hill.
Well, you know how like the girl here lives over here because of my vehicle now, my Volvo. It's a nice 4-wheel drive. Woo-hoo.
See,
I can't wait to try that.
I got winter tires, so I don't care. My car's fancy and has winter tires, and it has like all these safety features.
I want an
I'm
excuse
okay
to
go
have
to
a
work.
free hotel, so.
Cheap.
But no, yeah, I'm hoping. Hopefully, it's gonna be a calm winter. Nothing too
A wet
crazy.
winter. It's still gonna be wet winter though. It's still gonna be wet.
True,
I
but
still want it to snow. I don't care.
I
I miss
know.
the snow. I miss
I
the
don't
Go
snow.
to
mind.
I don't want to go to the
Mountain Hood.
mountains. No, I don't want to go up there, because then I already know what happens when you go up there. You die.
The
You go
I
up
didn't
there and-
die. I went back in January. I didn't die.
That's because that's January. It's not like the middle of winter. Kappa.
It's one of those things I kind of want to go back up, because I've only been up there twice, and that one time was to go snowboarding. I kind of want to do that. I want to go back snowboarding.
Tubing. I already did tubing up there. That was so much fun.
Yeah, I did that too. It's really fun. Like I want to
learn. I want to learn how to snowboard.
It's fun. It's fun. When I went up there, I went with one of my buddies for like kind of a graduation shit. We hung out. We just went snowboarding for a little bit, and then we went to the night tubing, and we literally just.
I would love to do night tubing. That would be so much fun.
So what we
Let's
did.
do it. Let's go.
We should, because what we did was, since they couldn't serve alcohol, we near our car, we just like had a flask and we just had a couple drinks and then went night tubing and just sliding down.
That sounds like so much fun. I want to go do it.
It was fun because the music was blasting. You were just slightly buzzed enough where it wasn't so cold, and you're just tubing down these hills. It's really fucking fun. But I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, I wanted us all to go. I don't know what happened 2 years ago, but we couldn't do it.
I don't remember whatever happened. I never got the invite. I don't remember that.
I don't remember getting an invite either.
Yes, you did. I told you. Let's go snowboarding.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
you said you were. You said you were going to go with Omar and Elizabeth somewhere, and I was like, I'll think about it. And then I never texted.
Yeah, like I said, like it never got finalized. It's one of those things we gotta. But I'm wondering how, if they are gonna allow things like that this year.
6 feet apart.
And then allotment of people, like so many people can be up there.
Exactly.
True.
And then you're also, if you're not properly like equipped, you can put your health at risk, and then put yourself further at risk with COVID still out and about. So I don't know how they're gonna handle things like that. I'm wondering about that. So like, as much as I really would want us to go up to the mountain, I think we could, if we planned it correctly. We could spend a weekend.
Middle of the week would be amazing. Just saying.
Yeah, because it would be, because you wouldn't have to worry about the weekenders, people who do that, things like that. Maybe we can plan something. Then we'll have a fun story to tell for our listeners. We'll talk about that afterwards. But yeah, here's an interesting topic, actually, talking about kind of the resorts and going up to the mountain. Because you never really think, well, most people don't really think about how tourism has been affected a lot, unless you like really pay attention to the news. like how since for the last 4 months, like places like Disneyland and all these amusement parks have
I'm
been
hoping after the election, Disneyland will open I'm supposed to be down in California after Christmas, so I'm hoping to take Ursula to go check it out. So it'll be fun.
I'm hoping it's up because they kind of did fire like over 180,000 people a little bit ago.
I know. And the funny is, like, Disney World is still operating right now, and Universal Studios out in Florida.
Yeah, there's a lot of
places. They can make that. If they can make that work, I don't understand how we cannot make it work here in California.
Everything's it's probably just all the limitations and whatever the state or city's policies are at the moment. So, and it's Florida, so Florida. So we're just gonna have to wait and see because I was told about an article. I wish I had it of how people are vacation shaming people who are going to Hawaii.
Yeah, my coworker's going. But he has to test like 72 hours in advance.
Yeah, and that's perfectly understandable. But there's like a lot of people from Hawaii who are vacation shaming people who are going over there because they just don't want people going.
Well, I get it. They don't want COVID to be any worse than it is. I mean, literally, they don't have another state to go, hey, here's another hospital. If they get their, to the bed quantity out of, the hospital, then you're screwed because you get the overflow of people. And what do you do with those overflow of people? You can't send them to another state because they're not, like a hop skipping over to the next border, They're literally a flight over. So, like Idaho is at reaching a capacity for their hospitals right now. And they're sending them to, yes, and they're getting to the point they're going, hey, Washington and Oregon, we're going to have to start sending our COVID cases to you.
What the heck's happening in Idaho? God damn.
Nobody wants to wear the fucking mask.
Imagine that. People don't want to wear their masks. How hard is it to wear a mask, guys? Come on.
I didn't even...
Exactly. When my uncle went to Michigan for a little bit, he was wearing a mask, and they're like, oh, you don't have to wear that here. He's like, I'm doing it for my self-health and for your safety too, guys. It's not just for me.
You don't have to wear that.
Exactly. Michigan, of all places. I'm like, oh my God.
Damn it, Michigan. Why, guys? Just wear your mask, guys. Come on.
Oh God, that's funny. It's like it's these states that I don't really think about that get memed a lot.
like Florida.
Florida is like a big meme. California too. You don't think Idaho, even though it's funny sounding, or Michigan. You don't think those as meme states. So
you know what I keep saying now?
So, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know what I say? California's becoming the West Florida.
Ah, that's true. That's true.
So there you go. California, if you're listening, stop becoming Florida. We don't need that here. Just stop. You guys were cool, but now you're becoming this weird fucking state like Florida. So just stop it.
But yeah, it's interesting because continuing on, like Hawaii's like most of their like state earnings, a little over 20% of it is from tourism. So I've been wondering how they've been handling that for all the stuff.
The thing is that they've been they're actually one of the top 5 states that we're up there with them too, about having low numbers in COVID cases.
Ooh, that's good. I like hearing those.
Yeah, so Oregon's up there, so I can't remember, along with West Virginia.
West Virginia, take me home.
Hey, copyright, careful, man. They're like pushing us here.
I only said a few sentences.
They can catch you with just a couple words.
Demonetized.
I don't care about demonetization. I just don't want us to get like censored.
We're gonna get censored. Don't worry, Jesus. 2021 is coming just around the corner. Everything's gonna be better.
It's gonna be 2020 part 2.
I hope so.
No, 2020 part 2.
If anything, we're gonna get slammed by a meteor and we're gonna reset on the whole thing. Clean slate. That's it.
I would love that, honestly. Right there, smack dab in Washington, D.C. Boom, it's gone.
Clean slate. And then we'll become just like Fallout. This will be now Fallout and with no internet. Or maybe there will be. I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't thought about that.
We'll see. We'll see. The year is coming to an end. October is just ending. And then we'll just have our final 2 months. So we're gonna
Christmas!
Yes, Thanksgiving,
I
Christmas.
know. I gotta start thinking about Christmas. I'm like, oh.
So yeah, so we'll see. We'll have some
There's
fun.
your friendly reminder, guys. Christmas is just around the corner. Get your Amazon wish list ready and order those bad boys right now.
I gotta make more use of that. But yeah,
I don't need anything. So like everything, I'm like, I don't need anything. And people are like, why don't you have a wish list? I'm like, because I don't need anything.
True.
And the things I need, I go get it. I'm like, oh, I need new shoes for work. Like I did last weekend. I went and got new shoes. Yep, I'm good.
Well, there you go. Be like Liz, ahead of time.
Buy the stuff you want now. Actually, funny thing you said that. I did recently get a sweater that was out of stock earlier this year because I lost my chance to buy this product. It got sold out during the first 5 minutes it got released, and I was really pissed. And I just recently bought it yesterday afternoon once it got put back. I was so happy.
How long did it take you to get this sweater?
It came out in February. So
you almost
like pre-COVID,
yeah. Before the Dark Ages came.
Before the Dark Ages, yes. It was a sign. That was the sign. Me not getting the sweater, that was the beginning of the end for me. But yeah, it took me now 8 months, if I'm like, give or take, a couple days. 8 months
most
to get the sweater. Yeah,
8 months and a few change of the days, and there you go.
Well,
and then Jesus will put it on, and he wears it one time.
One time.
I'll wear it to the party. It's a really nice looking sweater. But actually, funny man. Like some of the clothes I have is kind of how I treat some of my games. They're still in the wrapping.
I know that. I know.
I have a whole bunch of Tupperware brand new clothes that I haven't opened yet.
True. This is very true. I know this for a fact.
He's seen it.
I know that. I need to go check it. I gotta investigate now.
It's true.
I have like for anyone listening, it's not that I was buying video games.
He's hoarding, okay? He's just a hoarder. That's all he is.
I'm not hoarding. You can play and wear these things, okay? It's just I didn't when I bought video games, I just didn't have time to play them.
So he says.
I was going to school and working 2 jobs at that time.
Yes, he was looking for the doctor. He was going for doctor. Jesus.
Doctor.
I was trying, but then it was not worth it. It was going to cost me too much money. College is not worth it, guys. It's too expensive.
Just go to trade school. I said it.
Exactly.
There you go. I said it. I don't care what anybody says. Trade school is
I
best
kind of went
school.
to a trade school. I think about it too.
So and the clothes, I just don't have occasions to wear it. Like a lot of the clothes is kind of like something you would wear out and about, and like I said, there's no real reason to go out these days, really. But yeah, it's just like I more recently during the pandemic, I bought more comfortable clothes. Like I bought sweatpants. I'm not a big sweatpants kind of guy, but I've recently buying some because I like the brand and they feel really comfortable. I'm currently wearing some right now. It's really comfortable and it's getting cold, like I said. So something warm to be in.
I still wear shorts.
I can't be like you, Chris. Wear shorts everywhere. Like I don't.
That's my nephew, and then Jesus, you're like my brother Brian, who wears the sweats during the wintertime because it's comfortable. It's cold.
So I'm a mix of sweatpants or my short pajamas. Chris knows what I'm talking about.
Yep, I do know that. That's a weird thing.
That's
boxers?
A weird
No. So
he literally wears pajamas and then he wears shorts. Like he'll wear pajamas and then he'll put shorts over the pajamas.
Correct.
That's short it. I don't know why. I always wonder. It's because it doesn't have pockets. I understand if it doesn't have pockets, but then that's just weird. Because then some of his pajamas do have pockets. So now he has double pockets. But why?
Double pockets.
That's weird.
It's just very weird. I imagine like these flannel pajamas bottoms, and then you have shorts over them. Like
that's how it is.
Weird.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
That's exactly how it is.
I think I do have a pair of flannel pajamas, and I can put shorts under them.
Yep. True.
Under them or over them?
So first pajamas, then shorts.
So shorts over the pajamas.
Yeah, okay, that just looks weird in my head.
Yeah. Not shorts, then pajamas. Other way around. Short pajamas.
That's just weird.
Hey.
That's what I said.
They're comfortable.
I don't question it no more, but I just tell them if it makes you happy, then there you go.
Exactly. Actually, talking about clothing I bought, I actually bought a kind of a kimono robe. I have no reason because it looked cool and I wanted it.
All right, whatever. That works too.
But I have also no reason to wear it. I just have it.
Jesus has a fetish for Japanese stuff, okay? Come on, his purple. Come on, the purple in his room is kimono purple. Come on, or lavender, whatever it was.
Well, it's not. I have a appreciation, not a fetish. I'm not like sexually aroused by a kimono.
I would definitely.
It is arousing.
I would definitely judge you for that. I will definitely. I don't care if you hate me or not. I would judge you, be like, why? Why would you do this to yourself, Jesus? Now you're becoming like Danny with his, with his lolies and shit. This is kind of the same thing.
That's a little too much for me.
Well, there you go.
But you can't doubt quality style. But yeah, is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Because we're coming towards that moment in time.
Did you hear about I posted this on this about the Pope who totally is off for same-sex unions.
Yeah,
it's one step further for the Catholic Church. I'm so happy that we're starting to acknowledge them as our brothers and sisters again, even though they've always been our brothers and sisters in faith.
So yeah, I saw what you posted, and I read a little bit of it. It's Pope Francis, right? That's his name?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What number is he?
I don't know. I've lost track of all the popes.
16th.
Someone look it up. Someone just
17th or 16th.
You guys have the article. Pull it up. But anyways, it's the current Pope Francis. I'm glad he's one of the most like progressive popes in the last couple, probably 100 years.
No, he's just Pope Francis. That's all he is. Just Pope Francis.
Really? Yeah. Okay. Someone in the comments will probably come at us for, but yeah, it's
religious people do not come at me, please, because I don't hate religion, but I am not fond of that topic.
No, true. I have a appreciation on like all religions. I enjoy studying all the different pantheons and stuff like that.
He's from Argentine? That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
You know that?
I did not know that.
Hey, come on! It's a brother from another country.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it's interesting that he's really pushing this progressive, like, yes, like homosexuality, like they are still family, things like that. It's an interesting thing. I know it'll be interesting to see how that really goes with it. The rest of the
well, they also documented about
is it Catholic Christian or just total Catholicism?
Total Catholicism, the Roman Catholic Church, essentially.
Okay.
So, but it goes against what they were saying. There was another document in the article about how they're condoning, homosexuality and sex. I have no, I have family members who are gay, and I have any issue with that whatsoever. But it does go against the Catholic Church on that document with the union. So this is going to be a tricky slope to climb, but I'm guessing it's a progressive way for the church to go forward. And I want to see that, and hopefully one day we'll have women priests. Just saying.
Wait, there's no women. Okay.
No, they can't. Women can't be priests.
Nope, they can be nuns.
In Catholicism or in
Christianity?
Okay.
No, I think it's Christianity. I think it's
Christianity. Yeah, there's another Christianity. A lot of Christianities will have like preachers that are female, but they're not priests. So I guess it would be called priestesses, but whatever.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know that. Or I probably knew it. It's just something I don't like really remember that often. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Because I do when I think of it, I think there are priests, but that's when you think of other religions. So
preachers, they're not, or pastors or stuff like that, and it's never.
That's also one of those things when I forget what religion has like fathers, priests, ministers, pastors.
Well,
I always forget there's like it's almost the same thing. It's like a different name for the same thing for the most part.
Yeah, basically. But honestly, you can tell them apart because Catholic priests will wear the black pants, the black shirt, and then the white collar through it, and know they're priest.
Oh, so. One thing I just found out: I had my 5-year anniversary for my ministry.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, I've been a minister for 5 years. So
if anybody needs to get married, Jesus will marry you guys.
Ding ding ding. Yep. So hit me up. I have a very easy flat rate.
$1.
He is not my agent.
It's cheap. It's cheap.
Hey, I'm willing to get shot for $500. I am not gonna marry someone for $1.
Nice. Convince him otherwise.
But yeah, it was interesting. But yeah, I'm glad they're moving forward. They really need something because they've just been the butt of so many jokes and so many controversies. They really need.
Yes.
They really need to get the people on their side. So, yeah, it's gonna. They need this one. They need this one.
They definitely do.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want out?
Nope.
I got nothing right now. Oh, I don't know who likes music, but I heard Rob Zombie is coming out with new music in about a week or two, so I'm excited.
I've never listened to Rob Zombie.
What?
I'm not gonna lie.
I only know his movies.
Yeah, like what?
Like I know of his movies.
Put him on the spot. Put him on the spot.
No, yeah.
Like what?
I know of his movies. I don't know his. Like I know him for movies. Like,
that's a weird champ. You guys are weird.
What? He's like this. Like he plays like darker music than I listen to. Even though I like listen to like black metal and stuff like that.
Oh, here it is. Rob Zombie's new music in 7 days. So next week, I'm ready.
So yeah, it's I've been more recently getting into like heavier music because a recent streamer I started watching and found out that he makes music and it's more of this like kind of like growling stuff. It's his name's Corpse. He's he has this very like deep.
Does he have a very deep voice?
Yes,
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just saw him. I don't know about his music, but I know him now. I know who he is.
Corpse is a character that when you hear him, you'll never unhear him. He just has this deep, like calm voice, and he is a phenomenal Among Us player. And but yeah, he's his music's interesting. It's more in the category of meme-ish. But the first song I heard was his most popular Spotify song, like E-Girl something, and it's kind of like, okay, I can get into this. But he has kind of heavier songs. When you hear him like sing, it's like, oh, that does not sound like Corpse. It's really interesting. But yeah, anyone want to? I would check out Corpse. It's he's an interesting fella. I'll post a link to his song. I would recommend anyone to check it out if you enjoy heavier, interesting, captivating music and just want to support up and coming people. But it sounds like that's kind of the closing moments.
We're not going to talk about the 2 movies that came out today, too?
2 movies.
Borat came out today on Amazon Prime.
Oh, is that today? I was
yes, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to definitely watch it.
I haven't seen it yet. We can definitely
you haven't seen Borat?
The first one. We all seen Borat, the first one.
It's the first one, but the second one came out.
I haven't seen the second one, so we can talk about the second one next week. Next episode. But we can. What was your first time watching Borat the first time?
I seriously loved it. Like these people are like didn't even know they're in a film essentially. Part of it. The fact
because I know I heard that. I wish I posted this in the thing because I know one member in politics who was recorded for the second film is also in a little bit of hot water because of a couple things he said. Because for anyone, Borat came out back in 2008?
Back when everything was.
I remember at the early 2000s. I just remember that. Yeah.
But yeah, so everyone knew who Borat was. So if you get sidetracked of this character now, like something's up. Like Borat's been a staple on the internet for like forever. Like you can't go anything without knowing some of his like just
his
catchphrases. Like it's just a thing. Like
yeah.
Actually, funny thing you mentioned that is because I actually have been watching some. They've been doing some really interesting promotions for his films.
Oh, have they?
Yeah. So there's one where he got on kind of like an interview with a streamer, and I'll send you guys the links. It's really funny because it's like him talking with a streamer, and it's the actor Borat, and it's just like watching a clip.
Isn't his name Sacha Cohen or something?
The actor?
Yeah, Sasha
Oh,
Cohen.
I have no idea what the actor's name
I
is.
thought
I
it was
just know
named
him as
Sasha.
Borat.
Yeah, it's something like that. Who he is, or
Yeah, he's Borat to me. And then, so yeah, I would. For anyone listening, I would look up the two I watched were, Dr. Lupo with Borat, because you got that one, and the one I found out about was that I watched and it's really worth is Borat with David Dobrik.
David
Okay.
Dobrik.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't watch David Dobrik, but I had to watch this one because it's like I said, they're doing a lot of promotion for the film, and in all these like promotions, the guy is staying in that Borat phase.
Oh,
So
his name is Sasha. Yeah, Sasha Baron Cohen. That's his name. That's the
so
actor's
yeah,
name.
so all these
I was somewhat right.
So yeah, I'll send it to you guys, but I'll post a link in the below because these are really funny because he stays in character so much, and it just makes me want to watch the film better. So I'm looking forward to it. So look forward to you guys. Actually, you know what? We can do a reaction cast to that and talk just purely about the movie on the other podcast. Just
Movie podcast. I haven't been on that in a while.
Yeah, we can do that for that. But yeah,
and then the other movie that came out on Netflix, Over the Moon. The graphics look amazing.
Is that the animated one?
Yes, the animated one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about too.
I don't know what that one is. What are you guys talking
Damn it,
about?
Jesus! You're supposed to be the movie guy on this podcast
yes, I know,
too.
movie buff. Jeez, I'm not even the movie buff, but I'm just excited about it just because the graphics, the characters, it
looks nice.
It looks beautiful. Just looks exquisite.
Actually, anyone listening, I think most of us are gonna watch these. Are you guys gonna watch Borat?
I'll definitely watch Borat.
Oh yeah, I'll be watching Borat this weekend at some point.
I don't have Amazon, so I'll watch it on the internet somewhere.
Or you can just come to my house.
True.
And just watch it in 4K in my room.
You said you had to get out of the house, Chris, so there you go. You got the excuse.
We can just watch it in 4K in my room. I figured out how to put 4K on my television.
Yay.
I have 4K. What are you talking about, losers?
I would actually had 8K. I want 8K now. I want more.
But anyways, for anyone listening, like I said, like I mentioned in the last episode, we are moving forward with this new group kind of discussion thing, but we're still gonna have guests, and we actually have a couple guests from a movie podcast. So look forward to that because you'll get an extra episode in the coming weeks. So because every episode is bi-weekly, so we get another episode with some movie guys. So we might be able to do a talk with them about Borat and Over the Moon with them.
Yeah, hopefully that would be awesome because to see their opinions. But I actually plan on seeing Over the Moon tonight with my family. Just make a fire and make some popcorn and enjoy it. So I'm excited to watch it tonight. So
sometimes I wish I had it in my family, but I'd rather not. Then it gets really weird.
What? Well, we had a movie night last night. We watched Scary Stories Told in the Dark last night.
That one was
I would have watched that in a heartbeat, you guys. I cannot. I heard it's like rental. It's a rental movie.
No,
But I worked last night.
Oh, just come over. We can watch it again. Because it's Scary Stories Told in the Dark is I think Chris.
It was me, you, and I think
Elizabeth
and Omar. No. Okay.
Was it Elizabeth? Anyways, we watched it. It's an interesting film. I heard there were supposed to be more. It's like but production because of all this shenanigans. But it's an interesting film. Rewatching it with everyone was fun. It was in Spanish, but that's fine because I've already seen it.
Was it really?
Well, we had to. Everyone in the living room was. It was for Mama's sake.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So
just put the English subtitles at the bottom. I'll be fine. I'll cope.
I did. But it's an interesting film. It's good for Halloween. Like I said, it's good spooky times. I wish we had more films. I'm glad some movies are still coming out on streaming services and things like that. But Scary Stories Told in the Dark is a very interesting film.
And that's a 90s nostalgic book, if anybody remembers that.
Yes.
I remember reading them too.
That's all I gotta say. Read books.
Read books, for sure. That or hear audiobooks. The way it works.
Audiobooks I've been hitting up like nonstop this COVID.
Big
Sponsored by audiobook.com.
I wished. No, hashtag not ad. Or audio dramas. I would highly suggest audio dramas. They are fantastic if you want to hear some great ones. If anyone wants a couple of fun audio dramas for this Halloween time, I would check out Creepy Pod, literally scary stories.
No Sleep Podcast.
For sure, the No Sleep Podcast. They are actually, hopefully, if you're hearing this before Halloween, they are doing a live Halloween thing on YouTube, exclusively on YouTube. So if you guys want to have some fun Halloween time and hear the cast of the No Sleep, big promotion for them right there. I am a huge fan of that show.
Come to our podcast.
Also,
talk to me about horror stuff.
I would. Oh my god, it would be great to get any of those voice actors, or it'll be amazing. And for if you have kids, they are putting a new podcast by the same company called the No Nap Podcast. Scary stories for kids, made by the same company.
Interesting.
Cool.
I might have to hear it.
I might like that. Who knows?
Yeah. So yeah, there's some free promotions, some horror podcasts that I enjoy. I literally listen to them year round because I enjoy a good scary story, and they are really well produced. I think as both Chris and Liz know, they don't skip on production.
No, that was pretty good. That was an amazing show that I've ever watched or listened to, I guess, in essence. But
exactly.
The Pig Farm's still my favorite. I don't care if you haven't listened to the Pig Farm. At least listen to that one because that one's really good. So if you haven't listened to them,
did you hear part 2?
Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah, that is a good tale. If you want to really have nightmares, that is a good story. That is a good story. But yeah, that's kind of it. Let's end on that spooky tale. So everyone, thank you for listening. Chris and Liz, thank you for joining me again.
As always, awesomeness.
Anytime.
Everyone, remember we're gonna have a guest episode the week after, so you get a bonus episode this next November month. Stay safe out there. If you are trick-or-treating with your child, please stay safe. Like I said, thank you guys for listening. If you guys want to share it, it helps us a lot. Even if it's on social media or word of mouth, anything helps greatly. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Until next time, see ya.
See ya.
Bye.